Okay, so we've been talking about the power of three, and I know you're sitting there going, wow, this is a tremendous amount of information. Does it really work? And can I really use it to create success in my business? Well, let me tell you, based on my personal experience over 20 plus years with clients, I am positive that it works, and I am positive that you can use it not just to grow your business, but to create really massive success. And let me give you an example of just one client who has used the power of three, and she's created her own really exponential massive success. So I start working with her in October, and we develop as our key strategy that she's going to become the authority in the space. She's going to take over the space, and when somebody's looking for a luxury home, she's the one that they're going to turn to for advice, for information, for education. So our goal and our number one strategy is to take over the space, become the authority, right? So there is our smart success tool. Okay, we've got a strategy. Now we've got to have tactics that are going to lead us into achieving that goal, right? So one of our really key tactics is to change the way that we market ourselves, that we sell, and we take on an education-based approach. Instead of talking about product, because frankly, every home has a bathroom, every home has a kitchen, every home has home-like components, right? So why is buying this home a smart home, whereas buying that home isn't the smart choice? So we develop an education-based strategy for our marketing, for our salespeople, for everything that we do. We analyze what it is that our prospects, our key buyers, our dream buyers, what is it that they care about? What is it that's going to convince them to not only buy from us, but even to just look at us in the first place? So we develop an education-based approach, and what we discover is that our key buyers, the things that's keeping them awake at night, they're not worried about what their next home is going to look like. They're not worried about where their next home is going to be. What they're worried about, we discover, is that in their group, they have a higher incidence of heart disease. They have a higher incidence of diabetes. Their children are at a 300% greater risk of using drugs. So she's a home builder, right? She sells homes. Why does she care about the fact that heart disease and diabetes are a big problem among her buyers? Because those are the people that she wants to sell to. So our marketing takes on a completely different approach. We don't tell our buyers about the bathroom fixtures, which, by the way, were spectacular. We don't tell them about the designer from Paris who designed the homes. We tell them about heart disease. We tell them about how they're at a higher risk. We connect with them on that human level, and then we tell them, by the way, did you know that if you live near the sea, your risk of heart disease and diabetes caused by stress goes down dramatically? Guess what? They were interested. Rather than feeling like we were trying to sell them a home, they felt like we were trying to aid them in creating a better life. So we were able to attract them in. We had a party with 80 of the wealthiest people in the world, and we had a complete and total marketing blackout. We were not allowed to market to them at all. We were not allowed to tell them one thing about our product. When we finished the party, we had over 60 leads. 80 people in attendance, more than 60 of them became leads that night. So this client, she finished her year, $0 in revenue. We started the next year, $0 in revenue. We're 5 months into it. We still haven't sold a property. But all of our marketing, all of our sales has this education-based approach. What's happened that has kept her from making the sales? So I know that if we're saying we want to achieve something, if we're saying we want something but we're not getting it, there's a reason for it. There's a block somewhere. So I started talking to her about what her beliefs were about money. Did she believe that she deserved to have a lot of money? And we uncovered that she actually did have some pretty serious blocks to money. Voila, that's the reason why the money's not coming in. So we worked over a period of, frankly, just a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, on clearing those blocks. I did a lot of work with her. We did some guided meditations. We cleared the blocks. We used the skills and the tools that I know. I actually referred her to some outside resources who could take it to a different level. Within 3 weeks of doing that, we're about 6 months in, we have a sale. 8 months in, after just 8 months, all of the properties have been sold. She's made $298 million, almost $300 million in 8 months. So that's what the power of 3 will do for you. You take your smart business tools, those things that we know work. You take your proven business practices, the things that they teach you in marketing and selling. Take all of that, and then you weave it together with the ancient laws of manifestation. That's the juice, that's the fire, that's what takes you from incremental, moving forward success to skyrocketing massive success. That's the power of 3. I know it works. I've been using it for almost 30 years. I'm constantly refining it and making it better. And I know that starting today, you can start using it too to create your own success.